Hi, thanks for tuning in. Since Monday was Memorial Day, I figured I would go ahead and do this video. And you'll understand how, in a way, what I'm about to say connects with Memorial Day. But, you know, people have always asked me, Steve, how is it that you've lived in Florida 41 years, but you don't have a Southern accent of any type. I have no Southern accent of any kind, any rhyme, reason, shape, form. So a lot of people, when they try to place where I'm from, they have a hard time figuring it out because I've gotten certain parts of the Midwest. Some people have thought I was from Maryland, although I can't see that really. Philadelphia, they've said, but I can't see that either. I have gotten New York, and actually, I'll tell you this: people actually think that I've lived up there all these years and then came down here to live. I said no. I said that's not how it is. So a lot of people don't know where actually I'm from. Well, here's a little bit of a backstory on me. So my dad he was retired Navy. That's where the Memorial Day part comes in. And I was born in Sicily, in Catania. Mind you, my dad had been over to Catania twice. This was his second transfer over. And on his second transfer, that in that period, that the 4 years that he was there, that's when I was born. And I lived there until I was about 2 years old. Then, little after, when I turned two, a little after, I moved to Rota, Spain, and I lived there until I was almost 8 years old. Because I left there in July of '82, and my birthday's in October. So I left, about 3.5 months short of turning 8. Then I came to Florida, and I lived in a town about 60 miles west of me called Lake City. Well, Lake City has grown up quite a bit since when I lived there. It was a lot more country. Now it's a little more city-ish. So I lived there for a few months. And then in January of 1983, I came to Jacksonville, and I've been here ever since. But I will say this: in December of 2012, I did move out of Jacksonville, and I moved south to a town just north of Tampa. It's about 25, 30 miles north of Tampa called Zephyrhills. Yes, it has to do with the Zephyrhills bottled water. In fact, where I lived, if you left where I lived and went 2 streets and took a left and went all the way down to the very end, just so happens there was a Zephyrhills bottling water plant on the left hand side. So I lived there for about a year and left Zephyrhills. Then I decided to move closer to family, aunts, uncle, cousins. Well, that didn't exactly work out to the best. And then after that, me and my father at the time decided to move up to and go around the Daytona Beach area. Thought that would have been ideal, but not really. So we stayed around there for 3, 4 months or so. And by this point, it's the year 2014. So I had been out of Jacksonville a little over a year by that point. So then we decided to creep back up this way. I guess in some ways I was kind of feeling a little homesick for Jacksonville. I really don't know why, but I did. So then we made our way back up this way. I lived in a town not for a very long period of time because my dad was military. We went to Kingsland, Georgia, and we stayed at Naval Station Kings Bay. And then eventually we found our way back to Jacksonville in 2015. So I've been back ever since. So that right there, in a nutshell, is to give you an idea of my history from the time that I was born until now. So, no, I don't have a Southern accent of any type. It really does amaze people, though, that I've been here as long as I have and have no type of accent draw or anything to my voice. But again, a lot of people think I'm from a different state, but that's not the case. So, anyway, I thought I would pop on, give you all a little bit of a backstory about me. I have done a video, there's about 3 or 4 segments that I had done a while back, maybe a year or so ago, about getting personal with myself. There's about 3 or 4 parts that you can always revert back to. That'll give more insight. But I wanted to, you know, put something up a little bit more, to basically do like a refresh for all of you. Anyway, I hope all of you have a great rest of your day or wherever you're at this moment, or what time of, day, night, whatever it may be. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.